Hi everyone, this lesson is going to be showing you how to use your Casio Scientific calculator to perform statistical calculations. Particularly for this question 11, we're going to be doing the mean and the standard deviation. So let's take a quick look at what they require. We say the manufacturer advertises cans of soft drink contain 375 mils of liquid. A sample of 16 cans gave the following different results. So each of these numbers represents the volume of soft drink in one of the cans that was measured. And you can see they're not all the same. We have to use our calculator, that's important. They're telling us we're allowed to use technology, and we must find the mean and the standard deviation for this sample. Now I have put a little snippet here from the formula sheet. The formula for the mean is this, and the formula for the standard deviation is this. But remember on QCAA exams that if a question is only worth 1 mark, we really are just interested in the answer. If a question is worth more than 1 mark, then we need the answer with some working and some justification. In this case, we've clearly been told to use the calculator, and there are 2 answers required. It's only worth 2 marks. The intent of this question is simply to use the calculator and get the answers. Now this is how I use my scientific calculator to do this. First off, when you turn it on, it's going to appear like this with the word maths. We need to change the mode into statistics mode, option number 2. And there's lots of different ones. The one we're interested in is the one variable statistics, or univariate data, single variable. And then we get to enter some data. Now I'll start typing these things. I'll just work my way across. You may want to fast forward through this bit. Now I hope I got those all right. Once I've finished entering data, every time I pressed the equals key, it stored the value in memory. Notice each of them had frequency of 1 automatically applied. If we had numbers appearing multiple times, we could move over there and we could say this last number appeared 3 times. We could change that frequency to 3 rather than entering the number 3 times. But that's fine for what we did. Now we just press all clear. It doesn't destroy the data from memory, it just clears the screen that we're looking at. Now to find the mean, I need to use this little option down here above the number 1 key where it says stats. So I press shift to access that. And I've got all sorts of different things. If I press number 3 for instance, I can find sigma x, the sum of the scores. You'll note that sigma x appears here in our formula for mean. If I want to know that, I just press 2 and then press equals. That would be the sum of all the scores. If I went and added all of those things long way, I'd get the answer 5,864. Now, I don't really need the sum of the scores. I don't need to show working for this one because it clearly said use the calculator. So I'll go back into my stat menu, and what I want here is number 4 about variables. Here it is. Number 2 gives me the mean, option 2. Don't forget to press equals, and it computes the mean, 366.5. So I'll just put my calculator to one side and I'll write that down. The mean equals 366.5. Because this was measurements in volume, I'll give the unit millilitres. Now I need the standard deviation. Just bring my calculator back. I do the same thing. Shift, stats, and I go into number 4 again, the variables. There's 2 choices here. You can make the right choice, little s, by looking here on the formula sheet. Standard deviation is S. There's a very subtle difference between these two, but pretty much always we use this sample standard deviation, S. We don't use the population standard deviation, sigma. So check the formula sheet. It says S, and then we'll use this one, number 4. Don't forget to press equals, and it gives me the answer. That's 8.72 once rounded. Actually, I think we'll go to 3 decimals. So I'll put S and put my little x here, so it's the standard deviation of these scores, which we call x. And the calculator result was 8.718 if I round to 3 decimals, and it will have the same unit, millilitres, as the mean. That's how we do mean and standard deviation on our Casio Scientific calculators. Thanks for watching.